So here we are in the bathroom that we're going to install actually it's a 64-inch model in. One thing I should say at the start, it's recommended to put backing behind the spot where the wall's going to be hung. There are two hinges, we'll see those later on. One about 10 inches above the tub ledge and one about 10 from the top of the glass. So if you don't have a stud running up and down the wall in that area, it's highly recommended to place some backing for the hinges to attach to. The shower screens weigh between 65 and around 70 pounds, so it's very important that they're securely fixed to the screen. On top of the box you'll have edge protectors and then shrink wrap and banding to hold everything together. Most of that's been removed, but you'll need to remove that and dispose of it carefully. And then I remove the lid, and inside we have a sweep for the bottom, the shower screen glass, and then sweeps for the wall sweeps, and it should be packaged as such. So the first thing is to mount the hinges on the glass. The name of the game is to do this without moving the glass around too much to minimise the chance of damaging it. So what we're going to do is mount the hinges onto the glass with the glass lying flat pretty much in the position it's in. The hinges themselves have a flat side without any screws and then a side with the two screws. So we need to have the glass such that we can mount the screws like the hinge like this. So what we're going to do is move the glass over a bit, prop it up on this styrofoam, slide the hinges in and then screw them into position. The screws face into the shower normally, so we need to make sure that this top side of the glass is the side that's going to be facing in towards the shower, and as luck would have it, it is for us. It might turn out that it's not, in which case you'd have to gently turn the glass over and do it the other way, but at least doing it lying flat, you're not moving the glass. Okay, and now we're going to prop the glass onto the styrofoam, so I'm going to just get my fingers under here, pick the glass up and then pop the styrofoam on top like that. There we are. Now the next thing to do is to open up the glass a little bit. Open up the plastic a little bit, sorry. Remove the corner protectors and install the hinges at the top. So here we go. We take the Allen key that's in with the fixings, remove the screw, same with the second screw. Take care not to scratch the hinges, and then remove the top plate. There are 4 shims. So 2 go on the underside, like this, and 2 go on the top side, and then the screws go back in. You see, here's the play on the hinge, you can see. So I'm going to move the hinge a bit away from the glass at the bottom, just a touch, maybe a 1/16. I also try and make the back edge of the hinge line up fairly closely with the back edge of the glass, and then I'm going to tighten them up. Now we may have to come back to this hinge and adjust it a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Just tightening the Allen bolts up a little at a time. Don't want to overdo it, but at the same time fairly firm. Okay, that's the first hinge done. Now we'll repeat the process with the top hinge. So here's the second hinge. Just remove the Allen bolts, or the hex bolts. There we are. That's the 2 hinges mounted. The next step is to offer up the glass to the wall and mark the holes. Okay, so we're now bringing the glass into position Nice and slow. Very slow. Now what we need to do is make a little more adjustment